Everyone has a choice to make, and sometimes it's real life over philanthropy.
You may as well call me AT&T because I am always raising the bar.
Here is my thing, and problems, I solve them.
In a sea full of clownfish, I'm a shark. Don't be on the menu.
You and me are not the same. I don't chase money. I be money.
I put my heart into the music and no time into the BS.
Good flow. We used to the hospital. We used to get a break. I need to change my shoes.
Well, no, you should have picked me there. I just went to.
No, I said when he gets to the hot stove, I need to change my shoes.
Oh, you want to leave?
No, change my whole outfit.
You might put tennis shoes on.
Yeah.
Oh, girl, who fighting?
Welcome back to Real Life Philanthropy Season 2 Reunion. Even though their philanthropy work took a back seat compared to their real life, this group still managed to come together to do an event to help the community. Take a look.
I want us to do an event together where we kind of reach out and give back to the community.
Girl, you was not about to do. It was too extravagant. It was too extravagant. And I'm the type of bitch that if I sign up for something, I'm gonna give my all.
Thank you, Rebecca, for coming out today. So the RLP project is actually an acronym for Real Life Philanthropy. It's akin to a web series, Real Life and Philanthropy. So I just want to thank you guys for always keeping the philanthropy first. It's a selfless job and a selfless act. So up to it, down to it. Damn. Listen right to the philanthropy people that do it.
Ty, I want to get into the first RLP meeting. Why did you have so much, I don't want to use the word negative, but you shut down a lot of people's ideas. Why was you so like, this is not going to happen, it's not going to happen, when the group came together to kind of do events and give back to the community? Why would you have so, like, why would you like a naysayer that day?
I'm very realistic. And when I plan events, I realistically plan them. I don't just like to shoot ideas up in the air just because they're available. I think about everything that's gonna go into creating that event or that idea or whatever it is. And I didn't see it. What everyone wanted or what everybody was suggesting just didn't give the work and the budget that I felt was presented. And so I wanted everybody to think realistically. I really wanted some realistic shit because I don't like to start shit and not execute. So I wanted us, if we were going to start off, I wanted us to start off realistically and end off realistically. I didn't want no fairy tale shit.
So based upon a timeline and what we wanted to do, you just felt like I
didn't see it. I didn't see the ideas.
Right, I got you. Jane, I want to ask you though, because how did you feel about Ty Cummings when he was like, watching you see him in the confessional, like, girl, this ain't gonna happen. How did you feel about it? I
felt it was very discouraging, but I also felt that maybe my experience is not his experience. Because for me, we could do that in 2 months. We pulled in celebrities for events like that because we have the partnerships, we have the collaborations to where we can do that. So to hear Todd say that, I was like, girl, just open your mind. Like, open your mind to, like, this can actually happen. Because I saw it. Maybe not saucy. But I felt that we could actually do it. So to hear him say that, and there was a few others, he was the only one, that kind of shot it down. I was like, well, girl, I was first pissed off, but I'm like, well, you can't see it because you haven't done it, right? And so I have. And so I was very discouraged to hear that.
And I want to raise the next question to Devontae, like, in the RLP meeting, why did you contribute to, like, into the RLP meeting, like, in terms of your input, like, any input, like, why did
girl thing?
No, let me finish the question. Because if we look at your background, you part of a fraternity where y'all did that. So why did you bring those experience and skills to the RLP meeting?
I didn't see to piggyback on Todd, the need to input on something. I mean, let's retract what I said. I didn't feel the need to bring my fraternity into that situation.
No, not your return, but your skills. Because those skills, like your skills are organized, your skills are giving back. Because you know that's what you pledged at fraternity, so you had to do that. So what I'm saying, why did you bring those skills to like the meeting in terms of organizing?
My head wasn't in that.
It was
in my head.
Well, all 4 of them, 5, you never.
Right, I was about to say, girl, like, I was like, I just feel like I shouldn't bring that onto this platform. Those 2 don't go online. You play a big role of discretion. I don't want to bring maybe my skills experience I could have, but I want to bring it too.
I don't know. I think differently because I'm also a part of a fraternity. And if we're on a show about philanthropy and giving back, though, some of us did, some of us didn't, that should definitely be something that should be showcased. Like, that's what we do. Well, different, organizations.
Right, so it was giving me very much. I don't even know why you're here.
And then Malik, I'm gonna raise the question with you. Why do you do more concerning your, why do you do more in the RLP meeting considering your background? Your mom had a nonprofit. Like you very familiar, like you've been on tours, why do you do more concerning like the meeting in terms of the RLP meetings and stuff?
Well, the first meeting was just to be a brainstorm meeting and kind of present this idea of us doing something together. I didn't want to kind of come into it like with all of like, this is what we're doing, this is how it's going to go. I wanted everybody to be able to give their opinion and their ideas, like genuinely. So I didn't want to come into it with any preconceived notions. And because like I knew I just knew we had to do a community-based event. If I had my choice, I would have probably went the more corporate route and raised money doing like a brunch or
but that was
Hold on! I could have sworn that was my idea. That's what I said. Okay.
I also expressed that, but what I'm saying is I would have went that route if I wasn't given the instructions that this is going to be a community.
Oh yeah, that was true.
So
And Jamie, and
I feel like that would have been more easier for people to understand. But I got wanted to do something for the community, and it got like a lot of conversations and ideas going with it.
Let's move on to Bryson, to your game night. And I want to go back to Darian because I want to address the comment that you and Darian and Rudolph said. Y'all make the comment that I know my body. What does that mean?
I heard a lot of bottles say they know their body and still shit. So I was just picking it out from the bottles. Like, I clean myself, and I know I'm not gonna shit. So y'all sleep 2 or 3 hours and be super clean. I have my system, so y'all know your body, I know my body. That's how I said that.
And then I also want to go back to Devontae. Devontae, you mentioned your professional. You said basically a person that don't gush is nasty and lazy. Do you still stand by that?
I said the fuck I said. It's lazy, fucking disgusting, uneducated. How the fuck did you go try to clean yourself and get ready to have sex with your man? I don't understand that. I don't agree with that. Take your shirts on, have fun with it.
Do you ask questions on that? Do you know their status before you lay down with them? Do you ask their status? HIV or STI status? But you better bust a white one. Because you're clean. Okay, girl.
I did meet somebody that, we're not friends anymore, but I went to their house and I went to their bathroom and I went to go get more tissue, and then I saw that they had the enema, and then I saw that it looked like a recyclable or reused enema.
Girl, welfare.
Yes!
We're not gonna talk about welfare. It's a lot of people on welfare.
Yeah, because sometimes you probably get
It's a lot of people that should choose
I
welfare
want to
over the lifestyle.
I want to move on. I want to ask the group. How y'all ever had a situation where y'all ever cheated on a person?
In the beginning of my lifestyle, yes, I've done that before, and then I learned better.
I did most of the time.
Yeah.
I'm owning up to mine.
But you learn, and it's not to say I'm not disrespecting you or anything of that.
I clean now.
But I've done it before when I was young.
I don't think nobody comes into, if you identify as gay and you're a man that has sex with men,
Ain't no sex.
come in knowing how to sleep, and girls, that's just the reality of it. Like,
That's the reality.
people, like, you don't come into this and be like, okay, let me go ahead and clean out.
But it's me coming into it.
That's mama though.
I didn't know how to do it. I just went to eat all day.
Okay.
I just wasn't like to eat. So that's like I had a whole man. Like,
So you want to eat?
and he like eating all day. Like I would eat. Like, I had got real little. I can show you a picture where I was real little. And I wasn't eating all day. You know him, Metro. Like,
Metro, yeah.
I was with him for 6 years, and like if I know I want to have sex, I would eat all day. And he was like, he was so being big and being a certain way that I had to limit a lot of stuff what I was doing, how I had to look,
Eating your diet.
you know, my diet, everything. Like I had to be a certain way. I did.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, when you change your diet for nigga.
I changed everything. I was a whole boy out here. I just changed my whole appearance.
I get it.
Kwanzaa, I want to ask you, that same night, was you being funny when you point out that Bryson peed on himself?
Actually, in reality, I wasn't being funny. Bryson was really inebriated that night, and he was saying that he was going to the club. And he had a wet spot, and he was serving drinks.
Okay.
So ain't nobody hearing but me and
Right.
Jinky.
But Kwanzaa, we do have it on tape.
You said it multiple times.
I want you to act like, because you didn't act like you didn't hear it.
No, Kwanzaa.
And then
No,
that's what
No. You got, because we're going to roll it to the footage. You did point out to Malik a couple of times, as well as other people that night.
You were trying to make it up, but now
because I was trying to let them, let you know.
I only say that in reference to you say that you didn't tell nobody else. You did.
No. What
I become aware of what their conversation until
Bryson got loud.
made it a conversation with the group.
Okay, so let me.
I think
Go ahead.
Kwanzaa was trying to have a sidebar conversation with him, but I think Bryson's reaction made it a group discussion.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it got louder when you got loud, and then when everybody paid attention to what we were talking about.
I'll give you 50-50 on that. Because you did say it. I heard you say it, like, when I came. First of all, let's be very
Did
clear.
you pee on yourself or not?
No.
That's why I did
No.
pee on yourself.
No, what happened was, let's be very clear. I came there and it was a big punch bowl that was at the top, and I was filling all the drinks, and I was
Yeah, but it was like around your
excuse me, sir. Hi, Karen. Yeah, so I was feeling we didn't have no
But
label.
you said you peed on yourself though.
Why you call her Karen?
He said he peed on himself. What did you say? He admitted.
Thank you.
Like,
No, that's not what I said. I said if I did,
you know
sir.
how when you shake, I mean,
Exactly. You don't know what that is?
He said, yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't say,
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think he
You know exactly.
I
So
mean,
be
if you
quiet.
peed on yourself, just
Yeah, no, I didn't say. I'm not gonna admit that I peed on myself. What I was saying was, I was fixing drinks. There was no ladle. We were using a cup. And we were fixing drinks. Liquor had got spilled on the table, and I'm a tall bitch, so I was sitting there fixing drinks for. Like, you are trying so hard.
I would just say this.
Yes.
I didn't know it's saying you got loud with.
I got it. I was standing up like this. The table was right here, and I was fixing drinks, and shit got the liquor. If you know about the shit, got on my pants. Now, when I came over, and I was speaking to Kwanzaa, we were all sitting there. Kwanzaa said it once. You did say it once, and then nobody heard you. And then I noticed, and I ignored. I heard you.
But you didn't make it known that you know me until you said I said it 2 or 3 times. You ain't make it known to everybody until that 3rd or 4th time, as you said how many times.
I get what you're saying, but I looked at you, but it wasn't something. If you wanted to make it seem like when you were trying to help me out, because you made it seem like I had to stay on my pants going to the club, then you should easily just pull me to the side. You were the one. You were sitting all the way over here. That your voice can project everybody else. You were making sure, and you did it multiple times because you realized that I ignored you the first time, and then you said it out loud, and then you said it a total of 3 times, Kwanzaa.
Okay, but why everybody else saying that they didn't hear me?
Why would you ignore her though?
Because why would I would ignore her because I'm like, okay, like I said, what I was coming from also is it's been plenty of times. I may be a nigga that which your ass was trying to get to. I was trying to say as a man, because just because my dick is big, I was telling you that just like as you know, I will fucking pee, and then sometimes shit I don't wear underwear like that, and every man knows about a drippage. But you was the one trying to act like you so bougie and you walk around with CVS wipes all the fucking time, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, right. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Anyway, I was trying to say, well, bitch, even if I did, bitch, even if it's a little drip, bitch, I'm a man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But
that was no big drippage, bitch. You just said you didn't know shit about it until Kwanzaa pointed out to you.
Right.
It was so big that you didn't notice it either. She was pointing it out because she said something.
It's the one who raised up your sweater. Your shirt to let everybody see it.
Where?
Because I didn't know what was.
Where?
I didn't know what y'all was
and I just told you that it was not a pissation situation. It was not a pissation situation. It was the liquor that spilled onto me from me leaning my legs against the table.
Please.
Thank you.
Next question.
I don't give a fuck about I already told y'all asses that. And then again, I'm pissed or not.
I think Bryson's reaction to Kwanzaa's, question and concern made it a group discussion.
Right, but I'm not the only one that felt like she was trying to be funny.
Well, everybody that I talked to, they said that, ain't nobody know it until you make the scene in front.
And Devontae did raise your shirt.
And I was right there beside Rudolph said the same thing.
So we got to move on. So after watching that play out,
your opinion don't make no disrespect to you.
Would you do it different moving forward after watching the whole thing play out? Would you just not say nothing next time?
If it's something going wrong, I know they doing something, I will say it. I'm going to say what it's going to say about it.
I just feel like the way that I felt like the way that it just wasn't.
We got to move on. So, Malik, let's move on to.
We all say stuff wrong.
Yeah, we're going to move on, guys. Thank you. So, Malik, we're going to move on to your birthday dinner. This is like. So. Yeah, that's how we'll go to it. Yeah. So, Malik, production, Quan, and John, we arrived to the venue, right? And we were told that you didn't get the clearance for filming. And one of the co-owners said, came to me personally, the guy who was one of the owners that flew to the side. And he was saying that the lights, it was too much lights. He would say, I would let y'all film, but, this type of scenery, we don't do that much. Like it's a low vibe, different things like that. He also came to us too and said that you did not get the clearance, but you say otherwise. So I want to ask you, who did you get the clearance for, and do you have proof and information to kind of back that up?
Okay, so this is what I would say about that. I wanted to host a dinner with the cast for actually me and Roche had the idea of just going out and celebrating our birthday together because they're a day apart. And when we started talking about it, I'm like, we should just make this a whole group thing. And I called the restaurant. I called several restaurants actually around Atlanta to make sure they had a private dining situation. For that information, once we came upon, we agreed with the restaurant, I forwarded the information to production. And I did call the restaurant to ask, did they have a private dining area so the group can be, separate. And I also asked about, if we're celebrating our birthday, will it be okay for us to film that? I was told that would be fine. As far as the lights and all of that, I feel like once I forwarded the information to production, I felt like it should have been another phone call, what have you, to take place.
I would take responsibility because I didn't call because I had entrusted. So I would take responsibility that I should have did my due diligence to follow up with them. So we're gonna move right on from that. We're gonna move on from that because we didn't even show that. So right after the dinner, we just see you coming out the door, walk behind Todd, and you mad as hell. You said Malik made a comment concerning that you felt like his comment was basically not word for word, but you feel that he was saying that the group did not have any money, and you was very much offended by it. Like, what
I
comment
wasn't
did he
the
make?
only one.
You're right. We're gonna get into that. Just to my you, right?
Long story short, I have not gone to many establishments. We already were in a group of 12. We have gone into a group of 12 that we were there, and they advised us while we were all closing out that they can only split this. We all had pulled out our cards. Here we go. Here we go. Go ahead, girl. First, girl, you don't know shit about that, girl. Don't you live in talk about somewhere down on the south side somewhere, girl? Bye. You already know where I live at. So anyway, to get to my point, my problem was it wasn't about. My problem was you was already 3 hours late to your own birthday dinner. Let's get into that. That was very disrespectful. That is what added to the frustration. That was added. We're not asking you. They're asking me. They're not asking you. They're asking me. So to get to the point, we were at a restaurant, we were in a group of 12, and the restaurant said that they can only split the bill 4 different ways. Girl, so at this particular point, Darion and I made an agreement, that he was going to take care of my drinks at this particular establishment, and I'm just explaining.
No. Answer my question. What did he say?
What did he said? My card works.
So you felt like he was saying that y'all didn't have.
Yes, that's exactly as to why. So that's the reason as to why.
That's not what I said. Okay, so splitting the check.
Thank you.
Splitting the check.
Yes, he did.
That's not what I said.
Yes, he did.
I'm not. No shame.
That's exactly
what I said.
I was at this party.
That was my card.
I was telling you what I said. Okay.
But girl, we got somebody else here that recognizes what you said. Yes, it is.
Okay, so listen, Linda. Okay, so in fine dining establishments, it's pretty regularly.
Don't act like that.
They don't like to split checks. Because when you go out,
let's not get into that.
They're expecting everything.
You know about paying your bills on time?
Apparently not. Right. Let's keep going.
Right. Talk about how not fine dining.
It's not.
Go ahead.
What did you say to make them so mad?
When the guy came and said, "Hey, we have a system. We can only split the check amongst the group because we're dining as a group. We can only split this bill 4 ways." So immediately, I said, I would like to have everything I ordered.
That's what you said.
What I said.
Thank you.
Immediately,
Come on, Phaedra.
Everything I ordered, I would like on one check.
No.
I want my own.
You said my card works.
I didn't say anything about my card.
So there,
I didn't say anything about my card.
I was right there.
He was there.
You said beside me, girl.
I'll take that stuff.
Talk to them.
You can't
talk to them. I already told you what I said. The other people are saying the same thing I said.
Hey, y'all wrong.
So Darion,
Pause up.
I got you. Stop.
Buster got so much to say, but he came to
everybody else do too.
Even eat.
Everybody else to do.
Let's talk about
because
that.
I don't care. But you can afford to get to the club that you went to that club. But you gotta be doing dinner.
Eat dinner. Who does that? Girl, that drink you order, you did not pay for.
So believe
the drink you order, you didn't even pay for. Girl, you can't get
don't eat like that. Just stick my best bitch. That's why.
Girl, bye.
Yeah. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Get your credit score up because you didn't get the
Stop! Why are you speaking? Malik, y'all, stop.
Oh, now.
Hey, we done. No, stop.
I'm good.
Right, Darian, you disagree with both of them. You said, but wait, let me ask you a question. You said Malik didn't say that, as well as the other person didn't say it. So what was said?
Quantitative.
What was said?
Malik said, "This is my car for me and the person that."
For my food.
For
my
so basically, you said it in a different way, but you didn't say exactly that.
But it made the group, some people in the group feel like.
It made me
So that's my stop right there. So at that time, you felt some type of way and Ty felt some type of way. Wait, stop. Why did y'all say something and just let Bryson take the blame?
You gotta realize, at the time, we was good. We didn't have no problems.
But you felt some type of way.
I don't understand where.
The reason I felt some type of way because I felt like if Malik,
that's not my question. Why did y'all, when Bryson said something, why did y'all have his back?
Because I didn't even know Bryson said something. I knew my money was outside.
Yeah, that part.
And I think I even told you that I felt some type of way, or how you said it when we were walking up the stairs when they was filming us. One of the, if I got something to say, I would tell each and every one of y'all, and that be it.
I said that's so much to say.
I didn't think anything was wrong with how Malik said it because
I did.
I even if I would have got my food, I wouldn't have felt no trouble. You would have
I
got my
understand what was so wrong with me wanting my chick.
Just come
Hold on, let me speak. What I did, I ordered my food.
Right.
I had a guest with me. I ordered his food. I ordered food for the table. I ordered
one
drink.
appetizer.
I ordered food for the. I ordered a number of appetizers for the table for the collector. Girl.
Not all 12 people.
I ordered like.
You shared one appetizer.
No, bitch, I ordered.
We dipped our food into the plate. That's one plate.
I ordered 3 appetizers.
You ordered the plate and you asked if anybody wanted it. You didn't order it for everybody else.
If you want to be real about it,
you didn't even eat.
We know that already. We ate it. We know that. I don't eat it like that. I order drinks, baby. That's what I do. I order drinks, baby. That's what I do. On the 2 plates that were on the table. For everybody.
You got so much.
I didn't have to.
But you didn't even pay for the drink that you ordered.
And you didn't pay for the entry that you got to. You didn't pay for your entry.
Okay, y'all, let's
So just spend some money on that
move
sparkle shirt that you had.
Well, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna kill him.
Get the fuck out of here.
I don't see what the problem was. The man came out and said he can only split the check.
Well, ask them.
Immediately I said, okay, I want everything I order on one check. It's my motherfucking birthday dinner, so I want my food
3 hours late.
on one check.
Your voucher had already passed.
Here's my card, and this is for everything that I've ordered.
Done.
Thank
You were
you
late.
very much.
Wasn't your
And
birthday?
that was
When
it.
it hit 12 o'clock,
And that
you
was
didn't
it.
show up.
And that
It was
it.
past your birthday.
And that was
They
it.
consider it unprofessional.
That was it.
Thank you.
That was it.
Let's move on. So let's move on to this. So, Darian, you said it was a question about
the $14
right. I got you. The 13. The sound of the 13.
It was $14.
$14. You said it was Bryson.
I paid for it.
Hey. Darian, you said it was Bryson. Jamie, you said it was Devontae. Ty, you said you paid the balance even though it wasn't yours.
Yeah.
Bryson, you said it was Roshane's friend.
You was the one collecting the money. How did we get here?
So I would say this.
Okay.
I would say this. So the drink was Bryson's. For what I was
But they say you probably paying for it though, right?
Yeah, but he ain't claimed it, so I didn't know. It's afterwards I found out I paid for it. And then the food that was in.
So you owe me $14, girl.
You a little too late, but I got you though. The food, the pork chop that was paid for was Devontae. That's what y'all could get at the Mr. Shoe.
I didn't know that.
It was
What
food.
food?
It was food that wasn't paid for, and it was a drink paid for.
I didn't know.
I tell them like a fool.
Somebody said the pork chop was not paid for.
The lamb chop.
What is
The
it?
lamb chop.
Man, Paul was always the head.
So I want to ask you.
You had your lamb chop?
So I want to ask you. I want to ask you. Hey, guys, we gotta move on. Jamie, I want to ask you. How did you get the conclusion that it was Devontae?
So,
Girl, you're dumb over there. It was
Always about some dumb shit.
Girl, you dumb. You would know.
So let's.
let it fly. But didn't he cash out your money for his death?
Who?
Devontae.
Everybody.
Yeah, everybody sent money. But we was short $14, and nobody owned up to the $14. And it was
where I feel like everybody got offended. After everybody started to like,
No, he cashed out him.
But after he claimed it, yes.
yeah, everybody started to I was like, see, this is why I wanted to have my car. And I feel like that is the comment that I guess.
It was the way that you did it. You made it very clear to the white server.
So I'm like, girl, this is exactly why I wanted everything on that car. If it came off offensive, it was out of frustration because they were in limbo about paying for the food for 20 minutes after it was time to go.
Okay, so let's not wrong. It was 20 minutes. It did take 20 minutes. I had to pull my server card into it, and I had to divide and subtract and multiply and all that shit. But the problem that I had with the whole situation was I just felt like, Malik, if it was your birthday dinner, you're the reason that we did.
That's true.
That regardless of whatever problem arises, you got to take ownership of it. Like, you know the people you invited way more than I fucking did. I should have been the secretary. And so the fact that you literally excluded me from paying for your bill to put me with these bitches that buy you, I don't know them. I'm literally telling Kwanzaa, let me become the mathematician, and I only don't know Kwanzaa an hour of the dinner.
That's not y'all.
And I just felt excluded. That's really on some literally legitimate shit. I just felt some type of way because I was like, damn, I came here for Malik.
Right. And while we sitting there waiting 3 hours for you, you just like, oh, I'm good.
And I was like, no, don't say. I know you don't want to hear Bryson.
I think I 100% agree. I probably should have. I should have included Ty into that, with like the friend that I invited, and also Ty, and just like Roshane paid with him and his friend.
Right.
I probably should have included Ty into that. But I think the problem that I'm having right now in this moment is Bryson had so much to say, and he did not eat dinner. He did not pay for his drink. So, girl, you should be on mute. Like, you shouldn't say anything. You should not be offended by nothing.
So,
you came to a dinner and did not eat, just like you came to a workout wearing jeans. Like, it's not making sense.
Okay, so let's move on. So after that,
Girl, that was such a read, girl. So good. So nasty. So rude.
So I want to go because something also else came up that night. Bryson, you also after you got into it, you made the comment that you was looking for beats for Malik. At that time, Jamie, you had Rebecca told Bryson.
The most time worthless shit you could have ever did in your life, right? Keep going,
Stop. Don't do that. Stop. I know. We're gonna move on. I just want to you made mention in your confession, which was hilarious. You said roast soup was very cheap and thin.
I mean, I'm saying it was perfect for the weather.
Yeah, it wasn't like.
Was it?
You said
it was. I mean, the way that he was serving, the way that and let me just say
this. It was
this.
September in Atlanta. That's hot.
that was where I was coming from. It was like I think it also was coming from the anger. I didn't say he didn't look cute necessarily.
It was very cheap.
It was very because first of all we have fluorescent lights and everything, and that shit was not reflecting. If it was set, if it was real set, that shit would have been glowing. That shit was very
low.
thread count. The thread count was very low.
That's what he said.
Very low. You know what I'm saying? So here you go. Bitch, you can check me on this. Bitch, I already told you. I already said this right here. This right here when you had the fun. The fun. You can get out. You can get it. You can click this, please. But anyway, I was just basically saying that at that time, because he was 3 hours late. Y'all see how he does America? Reactive.
That topic is.
I was drunk and I showed up.
Keep going.
Okay.
Women addressed in 5 minutes.
So y'all
Right. Got Glade bags on and you fucking here talking about I ain't got no damn money. Girl. Throw some garbage away, honey.
We move on. Literally.
We move forward.
Literally, everybody has shot. Everybody has shot. From this point forward, it's gonna be nothing but
Right. And I said you look cute. Everybody looks good, but don't
You should have said that.
I know.
Here we go. Greg, what's your next question? Greg, what's your next question? Greg,
I'm sober, bitch. I believe my brain is on 18.
Okay, definitely well. That was fun. Malik, we have seen the first episode. You getting back to your roots. You know, you went back to Birmingham, different things like that, with your friends, as well as with your grandma. Like you know, with your grandma. Why was that so important for you to kind of get back to your roots?
I think, I moved to Atlanta. It was in the midst of this whole pandemic and COVID. And this is like my first time actually like just living away from my family. And I was homesick. I'm a big family person. A lot of my close friends are in Birmingham. And after last year, like dealing with the Geralds and the Jeromes.
Don't say the name too much.
I just needed to like get back to what I knew. Like I need to get back around some people who really
Do you feel like that helped in terms of coming back into the group?
Yeah, I definitely think just anytime I see like hanging with like my family, my sisters, my friends, I just get that it's like iron sharpens iron. Like we motivate each other. And I was like, they kind of really encouraged me that I was doing the right thing because after last year, I was kind of like, I don't know, like I'm used to being behind the scenes and behind the camera. I don't know about like just being on the show, but they, assured me like, you're doing like you're doing what you're supposed to do. So I appreciate them for that.
Got you, Jamie. A lot of people also talk about. A lot of people, Jamie, talk about you wasn't as present this season. Why was you not as present this season in terms of like the group setting?
So I think a lot of people felt that because I didn't go on the Houston trip, but I was around all the time.
Sure.
And so because I think the Houston trip was like 3.
Stop, but he was around. Stop, just be quiet.
No, sorry, she doesn't know how to work her turn. But I feel like because the Houston trip was about 3 episodes. It felt like it was like, oh girl, she's back here. No, I'm here.
Gotcha. Kwanzaa, a lot of people this season had a lot to say about like your, I don't want to say language, but like the words you use.
The lingo.
The language.
Baby. My lingo is very country, and I talk fast. And someone said I wrote a short book. Today, I talk fast and I think,
Right. A reviewer.
before, get it out. And that's just how I talk. I'm from the country.
I live for it.
Okay. I want to go into Roshane White Party, right? How did y'all feel, Bryson, Jamie, as well as the people that wasn't there? And you made mention as well as you, Bryson, you make the quotation about you went to your uncle funeral. How did you feel about watching it?
Oh, my eye just twitched. That was, too long story short, I'm glad you're not here because that was very trauma. Like, and I was basically dealing with that from knowing that every day that I talked to my uncle, that time I started talking, doing the show, that every day I was talking, he was telling me, yeah, I'm gonna die tomorrow. I might die tomorrow. I might die soon. And everybody's going to my family. So when he finally died, and then I'm saying Bryce had to go to a funeral, that sent me to the moon. That just sent me to the moon. I thought it was so disrespectful to me. So that was just my opinion on it. And you know, I didn't want to go to a city party anyway.
Right.
Man,
So
what about balloons there? What about city party?
So let's move on to this though, comment though, because a lot of people in the comment section also talk about the comments. It was a white party. It was a traumatizing party, meaning like it's supposed to be people coming together. But then Roshane got into professionals and was talking about Devontae. So did y'all feel like it was hypocritical for him to do a party where you're you're supposed to be motivating people, but then he also said in the beginning, if you don't want to share, don't share. But then he get in a confession and said, Devontae is a liar, that bitch want to rich with all lies about it. Do y'all feel as a group it was hypocritical? Or
I feel like it was hypocritical only because if I give a standard, I'm going to stick by that standard. I just felt like he literally had just like said, I'm having this platform for anybody to come and talk about what they want to talk about. Then once somebody comes and talk about what they want to talk about, it doesn't fit what you had envisioned. But literally what you just said was you had everything envisioned. That was the only problem I had with it. Now if you said I want you to come here and spill your soul, and then Devontae didn't do that, then yes, attack that bitch. Because I told you I want your soul spilled. Yeah. But it was given very do whatever you want to do. Then when I guess I didn't deliver what you wanted, I'm a problem.
You got a problem. And I think Devontae, you know, to his defense, he showed he's the only time I met Devontae is always giving this city girl kind of vibe.
That's him.
Exactly.
Listen,
so when
him.
I looked at it I was just like, well, he's saying that this is his reality. I didn't think I believed it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, unless it's proven differently, then if he said he got the riches and everything of that nature, I just think that bro was mad at him and was trying to expose his teeth. Said, "Bitch, I know that's not you." I'm trying to make him look bad, or make him look like I just think it was contradictory. Regardless, I think it was contradictory.
So was you being truthful about the rich people and the business with the city?
Absolutely, and I think that Roshane was looking for a moment to dig into people's trauma and to be messy. It was more of a ill intent for that party, because why should we have to come to? Why should we be able to? Why do I have to be the one to give my side to some hating ass bitch like Darian that's gonna take it and run with it?
Yes.
Hating ass bitch on the show.
Darian, how did you feel about the
Well, honestly, I learned more about the
That's about Darian and me. Me and him don't relate. I don't care me in life. Fuck Darian.
You want to.
So
I learned more about Devontae in his confessional doing this thing.
Right,
Just that one confessional,
that's a good question.
You shared about your dad and stuff. You open. I mean, I feel like it worked.
It was natural.
When Roshane set out to do work,
probably not in that scene, but ultimately,
it ultimately worked.
Darian, how did you feel about Devontae saying when you were shit about?
It don't make a difference. What that bitch about me?
Darian, how did you feel about Devontae making light about your suicide experience?
Oh yeah, he tried again.
People try to. People say negative or positive comments. That's reality. So.
Gotcha. And why was you so open to sharing your experience, like being just alluding to the group?
For me, once I found out I was HIV positive, I feel like me sharing my traumas and my testimonies may encourage people to be open and honest and like prevent them from trying to commit suicide or educate themselves on HIV. So this me sharing my story shares light.
Because it ultimately worked, because that episode everybody was just saying Darian they were so proud and brave. I was like so.
I don't gotta share rumors to click their views. I gotta tell my truth.
Right, and I'm proud of that you shared that on this platform, because a lot of people really related to you. They were saying how brave it was to be so open about first the lemonade squeezed the HIV, and then you came back with the white party still as open and saying like you dealt with the suicide thought. So like we proud. Well, at least I'm proud, and I feel like you cast us some pride.
Yeah. The reason why I felt like that was so because that also related to what I was saying about when I thought that I contracted it. I thought about suicide and I drank myself.
She don't do suicide. What else, girl?
Write my book for me. Write my book for me. Since you know.
And on that note, we're gonna take a break and we'll be back with more Real Life Philanthropy Season 2. Thank you.
It's real life. What you gotta say? Ain't no games being played. We on a mission, so it's no tea, no shade. Real life. Real life. What you gotta say? Ain't no games being played. We on a mission, so it's no tea, no shade. I'm on my way to the top, and I ain't gonna never, ever, ever, ever stop.